What is up, guys? It's Midwest Raider coming at you with another video for my channel. So today I wanted to bring you a small device that could help you big time using your iPad later. So I have the ZAGG Folio case from, of course, the ZAGG, and you can pick this up for around $30 right now, which is a pretty good value when they did retail for around $80 when they first came out. You know, they've been out for a couple years and there's a few videos out there, but I thought I would bring you some more information on them. Plus, since they're at a value price wise, I thought it's a good time to bring it to you as well, and could also help you as, you know, now we're doing everything a lot smaller scale when it comes to people. And I also wanted to bring you how you could use this and how it applies to, you know, DJs as well in a future video coming up. But I kind of just wanted to do a little review on the actual case itself, just so you can get a little bit more information on it. So first of all, I want to just take a quick second to say, hope everybody's doing okay out there, staying positive, staying safe, and staying healthy, but also keeping busy, guys. And I also wanted to thank everybody for subscribing to my channel. I'm still building, and it's still great that I have great subscribers like you guys to build a really cool family, and also have subscribers that, you know, share information with me as well, and all the feedback. It's so great to have really cool subscribers like that all are positive, but yet, you know, share information with me as well. If I don't get something right, they're not hounding me, they're just saying, hey, this works like this and this can help you and blah blah blah. So thank you guys so much for that positiveness and being very, very cool with the feedback. So thank you so much, and keep sharing, keep subscribing, and let's keep going. So anyways, let's jump back into this review video on the ZAGG Folio very, very cool case Bluetooth keyboard. All right, so I picked it up on Amazon for around $30, which is a great value, like I said, as they were, you know, $80 back when they came out. It's a very, very cool way to upgrade your iPad mini. It is actually made for the iPad mini, the 4th generation, which I believe came out in like 2015. But it also works with the 2019 version of the iPad mini, which is like the 5th generation. And it works with that because it's about the same, you know, dimensions and everything. The only difference is on the external basic, the way the layout is on the iPad minis is where they put the microphone ports. On the iPad 4, the iPad port was right there for the microphone. Now the iPad, the new version, has 2 microphone inputs, and they're in the middle here. Now, I personally did this. I made these holes here for those microphones easily with a Dremel or a drill, whatever you guys wanted to use. That's up to you guys if you guys want to do that. But it will help bring in some of that sound in case you want to use it for some recording. Now, I don't use it for recording very often, but I just wanted to do it in case I did. It's going to have a little bit more way to get that sound in. Other than that, guys, this will work for the 5th generation or the 4th generation iPad mini, and it'll have no issues. Okay, I wanted to talk about a little bit of, you know, how cool it is to have like a mini laptop version of your iPad. It's so cool. So this is a hinged case. It does have a hinge back here. Very cool, very light. This doesn't have the iPad in it, of course, right now, but I'm going to put it in and I'll show you. But it's very, very cool. The outside kind of feels like a leather touch, so that's a very nice touch. It looks good and everything. So very, very cool. I think it's made to pretty well. Some people said they've had issues with the hinge breaking. I've so far had pretty good luck with mine. I have had some issues, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But other than that, the keyboard is nice, pretty standard keyboard for the mini version. Once you get to use it, you'll start, you know, appreciating it. The keys have a nice input, nice feel, and as you can see, it's also backlit, so that's very, very nice. I'll show you that feature since it just popped on. If you press the FN here, hold the FN, you can go through the colors here. You got purple, blue, a light blue, white, yellow, green, and back to the red. And you can also do the level of brightness. So that's, here we go. So that's off. That is low, medium, and high there. So you can see it is very, very bright. And like I said, you can have it off if you don't like it. But, you know, from a DJ standpoint, you know, having backlit keys is very, very nice when you're in low light conditions. So very, very cool. One of my favorite parts about this keyboard, and it's very, very cool. So other than that, like I said, the build quality is nice. Like I said, it's all built together, so you're not going to lose it or anything. It's not, you know, connected by magnets or anything, so it's, the case is all one piece. So you're going to put your iPad mini in here and it's all going to be complete and portable. So very, very cool. Other than that, some other cool features about you know, having, you know, full numbers, you know, delete, enter, shift, keys, control, command, all that kind of good stuff, is having on the actual keyboard over here, you're going to have volume buttons, which is very, very nice. Your Bluetooth pair button, power, you have play, fast forward, rewind, you have a home button, and then you have a lock button as well. So very, very cool. Just some cool features in there that are going to help you do a few things faster when you're using your iPad, which is nice. And especially that volume is nice to have on the keypad. Other than that, like I said, very, very cool. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how to get your iPad in here. I think there is a little trick to it, and also to taking it out, and I'll show you that as well. So here is here's my iPad mini, and like I said, the big difference was the microphone locations. Like I said, you can see that there's a mic there and a mic on the top there, and it used to be over here by the microphone. But anyways, so I'm going to the easiest way to do this is to go ahead and just drop it in. And it kind of just sits in there. And then once you get it dropped in, you just grab the top and you're going to hear it click in the middle. There you go. It clicks in and it is in there. It's not going anywhere. All right. It folds nicely up. It's in there, nice and flush. You still have access to all your ports, lightning, 3.5mm jack, your on and off button. Open it up, turns on. Very, very nice. Now mine is already hooked up, but basically you're just going to go to your Bluetooth settings, find the ZAGG Folio, and connect through Bluetooth. Very, very good. Very, very easy. I have had a few issues with the Bluetooth connection, basically only on startup. Like if it's off for a few hours and I open it up, I might have to reconnect it to the Bluetooth. Not super crazy. Usually I just go to my settings, find it again, press connect, and it connects. So it's not a huge issue, but I wish it would just stay connected all the time. But of course, you might have to connect it every once in a while. Other than that, guys, a couple other just key little nitpicky notes about it is when you're in certain apps, this hinge on the bottom is really actually covers a little bit of the bottom of the screen. So you might have issues getting your finger down in there to touch the bottom of the screen, and that's only on certain applications. Not a huge deal, but just something to note that on the very bottom, they should have just gave it a little bit more space up so it won't block the screen. Now also on the top here, where you have your volume buttons, the plastic sticks out kind of a lot in my opinion, and they should have made it maybe the opening just a little bit bigger, so it's kind of hard to touch the buttons here. So you kind of have to dig in there a little bit and you get to those buttons. Now you don't really need to get to those buttons because you do have volume on the actual keyboard itself, so you can control the volume. I can't really, oh there it is right there. You see the volume coming down, the volume going up right on the top here. So you can actually get to the volume through the keyboard, so you shouldn't really have to touch those buttons, but just note that it is hard to get your fingers in there to manually touch them if you want. Other than that, guys, I do love it. The keyboard works very good with the whatever app you're on. If you're on your settings and you're searching something, You know, touch the keyboard, you're gonna definitely start typing something. It's very nice. It's working very good. You can see me. I just jattered some letters there. Now I'll erase them all, and very good. So very, very cool. And like I said, the keys aren't really clicky, you know, like plasticky clicky. They work very good, have a nice input. Very, very cool. So I love that this is like a mini laptop as well. So now I can just throw it in my bag and I have almost like a mini laptop configuration going. Other than that, guys, I don't think there's anything else. Besides, the only other worry was I heard a lot. I did some research when I was looking for, you know, Bluetooth keyboards and cases like this, and they said that when you had them closed together and maybe if you put pressure on the top, it might crack your screen. I've had no issues with that. This actually has little feet here. I don't know if I can get to see that right there. You see that little foot right there? Will rest on the actual iPad. Kind of keep stuff from happening like that. So far I've had no issues. This has been thrown in my bag and different things for the last month or so, and so far so good. Other than that, guys, I think that's about it. I just want to show you one more thing. The easiest way to get it out, if you want to get your iPad out, I found was to go ahead and peel one side, and then the middle is the key. So once because you heard it click earlier, I'm going to set it down just so I don't drop anything, but you just hold it in the middle. You're going to peel one side, and then once you get the other side peeled, the middle is the key, and then it is out. And sit it in there. So you peel one side, peel the other side, hold the middle, and it'll click, and that iPad will kind of fall forward a little bit, and then you got it. So the middle is the key when you're taking it out. All right, guys. Other than that, I think this is a great configuration. I think it's a great item. The ZAGG Folio case makes your iPad mini 4th generation, 5th generation, makes it a mini laptop configuration. Very, very cool. And very, very portable, lightweight, easy to use. Even with the iPad mini in here now, still not a lot of weight, but definitely gives it more weight. And like I said, the weight is just the iPad mini itself is where all the weight is, because the keyboard is very, very light. So very, very cool, easy to transport, looks awesome. So the ZAGG Folio case, if you want to make your iPad mini a mini laptop configuration, easiest way to do it. Backlit keys, Bluetooth, charges. Now it says it charges for up to 3 months with 2 hours of daily use. Most people probably will use it more than 2 hours. So I would say even with the backlit keys used a lot and all that kind of stuff, you could easily get a month out of it using it a few more hours than 2 hours a day. But I will charge it probably every couple weeks. I'll throw it on the charger, just let it charge for a little bit, and then, you know, it's just been good to go. So very, very cool there. Like I said, the 5th generation and 4th generation iPad mini will work in this, and so far so good. So thank you guys for tuning in. Just want to make a little video on this Folio. I'm going to make another video on how to make this Folio with a laptop configuration. Also make it a little mini laptop for DJing as well. Make it a very, very portable mini setup that you guys can take on the run in a backpack, and you can DJ anywhere you want. So check out that video to come. But this has just been for the ZAGG Folio case. Pick it up on Amazon. I'll leave a link below if you guys want to check that out. Purchase. Very, very cool tech with a Bluetooth keyboard and a very, very cool hinged case for your iPad mini. So check that out, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Midwest Raider, and I guess I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, guys. Later.